Hello, I'm Stephen Brown. I'm an attorney with Reddy Neumann PC in Houston, Texas. And today I wanted to discuss the F1 visa and kind of basics on how to get it. Now, our firm often puts together videos about the back end of the immigration process, the green card phase or the citizenship phase, or the middle phase, kind of the work visa, the H1, the L1, whatever it might be. But a lot of people come to the United States on student visas in order to begin their employment visa process. And they come in on an F1 visa in order to get a bachelor's or a master's degree from a U.S. school, and then in order to further their education and make themselves more marketable eventually, either in their home country or in the United States. So I wanted to talk about this kind of in a general sense, and keep in mind this is not going to be overly detailed. It's going to provide a general overview of the approximately 6 steps necessary. Each country and consulate may have different ways about going about this, but this is going to be kind of a generalized way. I always recommend to anybody looking for an F1 visa to do 2 things. Check out the Study in the States website at studyinthestates.dhs.gov, and to work with your designated school official or DSO on any guidance that they may have or best practices that the school may have. So step 1 is going to be apply and get accepted to a SEVP certified school. SEVP is the Student Exchange Visitor Program. And in order to come in on an F1 visa, you have to be attending a SEVP certified school. The list of SEVP schools can be found online on the Study in the States website. And while it's not mandatory to get an F1, if you eventually want to seek a work visa like an H1B, I recommend you not only find a school that's SEVP certified, but is also accredited by a major accreditation agency and not-for-profit. If you don't have either of those and you're trying to use the master's cap for H1B, you will not qualify for master's cap. Once you've been accepted to the school, you're going to have to work with the DSO to get an I-20 from the school. The I-20 is a certification of eligibility of non-immigrant status, and it's required to take the next steps on your F1 visa journey. The I-20 is a record of your information in the SEVIS system, or Student and Exchange Visitor Information System. The I-20 is going to have very basic information about your biography, biographical information about the school, the program, any remarks the school has, and finances. When it comes to the finances, the school is going to ensure that they have an estimated cost of tuition and that you have provided evidence to the school that you can have funds available through your personal funds, scholarships, whatever it may be, to pay for that tuition. Step 3 is going to pay for the I-901 SEVIS fee. All students wanting to do an F or an M1 program have to pay for the I-901 SEVIS fee, even if you're from a country that does the visa waiver program. To pay this fee, you go online, you make the payment to your visa appointment, and then when you take the proof of payment to your visa appointment when you enter the United States. The F1 student fee is about $350 as it stands of this video. Once you've been accepted to an SEVP school, have an I-20, and paid your I-901 fee, you're going to apply for an F1 visa at the Department of State. Each embassy or consulate's going to have different instructions for this. And be sure to review that specific consulate's guidance so that way you don't face any delays. The general steps here for the applying for the visa, you're going to complete the DS-160 online. That is it's going to ask about personal information, passport, travel information, security information, your program for the visa. Now, be sure to answer the DS-160 truthfully. Even if you try to hide facts or do anything that is a gray area, you could have your visa denied for misrepresentation, and that could be a permanent bar from the U.S. Once you complete the DS-160, you're going to bring the confirmation page to your interview, and you're going to schedule an interview at the embassy and consulate, and each one has different instructions. After that, you're going to attend the visa interview. This is going to be a pretty straightforward process. Your interview can happen your visa, can only be issued 120 days prior to the start of the date that you're going to start courses. So don't schedule your interview too early. So bring with you your I-20s, your I-901 payment receipt, your passport, your acceptance letter, all that stuff. And again, answer all questions in the interview truthfully. There may be a slight gap between the interview and you actually getting your visa, but that's okay. Once you have your visa, you are eligible to enter the United States, but do not enter the U.S. more than 30 days prior to the start date of your program. Once you're in, talk with your DSO, make sure everything is good on their end, and start studying and start your immigration journey. So again, the 3 steps: you're going to apply, get accepted to an SEVP school. You're going to receive your I-20 from the school. You're going to pay the I-901 service fee. You're going to apply for the F1 visa at the Department of State. You're going to attend your visa interview, and you're going to enter the U.S. and begin your studies. If you have any questions, be sure to talk to a qualified immigration attorney about the F1 process. Thank you. Have a good one.